Bassheads, what's good, man? We are exploring the bass line that you just keep ignoring when it comes to Prince. Everybody's talking about less work, understandably, but this man's got a lot of dope stuff, and today we're going to really dig into Emancipation. So just a little history lesson. During this time, Prince is in this battle with Warner Brothers, famous battle with Warner Brothers, starts writing slave on his face, goes by this unpronounceable symbol, Emancipation, comes out, and it's one of the dopest records out there. It's a 3-disc set. That's enough of the history lesson. We're not getting, because we're not here for that. We're here for the bass. So Prince is credited with all instruments on this track. So I am speculating. I'm speculating here. My guess is that there are multiple bass frequencies from a synth and from a bass guitar. This is my guess. Okay. So let's play just a tiny bit of this intro. I'm using Songmaster Pro, which is linked below. Anytime I get tracks like this, I'm using Songmaster Pro. And this should fall under fair use, although I'm going to mute the vocal. All right? So here we go. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And let me go on and solo out what is labeled as the bass track here. A little bit tricky to pick out, but let's peep. What I'm hearing, and I'm guessing that this is the Warwick bass that he was, the one-eyed bass that he was playing during that era, because I'm kind of sensing a Warwick sound. All right. Again, I wasn't there. I don't know. If you know, feel free to leave that in the comments. All right. Also, if you haven't liked the video, the live stream, go on and like it. Let me know where you're watching from. And if you aren't a subscriber, subscribe right now, or I'm coming to your house and I'm bringing some goons with me. I'm just kidding. So what I'm hearing. Yeah, I'm really hearing a couple of things. Okay. Now, truth be told, I'm hearing what might possibly be 3 bass tracks, right? Which would not be uncommon, I don't think, for Prince. Everybody talks about Alphabet Street, which is cool, but I think this is a it's like Prince is like no bass, a la Kiss and When Doves Cry, or let's put in multiple basses. We're gonna go big or go home. We're gonna do it all or we're gonna do nothing. So cool. Let's play the drums now, and I'm going to show you what I am interpreting as the bass, as the bass guitar part. Okay. It's that groove. This is what I'm hearing. All right, that's what I'm hearing, and we're going to talk about that. All right. So between F and E flat. And then we slide up to D, and and then play that minor third above D, which is F. Remember the groove as a box, and we put other stuff inside the box. So first part, second part. That second part, the way that I'm hearing it and approaching it is A flat, F, and E flat. That's what I'm hearing. If you hear something different, let me know. Sometimes, kind of just as, you know, you play this, I'm getting but not on purpose, if that makes sense. Now we got that Graham-esque C, the double stops, or the root in the octave. Slide up a whole step to D, and then E flat. Ah. All right. Ever since I was a little baby. Let's try it. Let's try it with this groove. All right. Hopefully we haven't. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Fair use. We're not going to be on here long. Just checking the time. All right. Here we go. Now, I'm admittedly putting a little bit too much, I think, too many ghost notes on the thumb. But let's hear it without that. If we take away the ghost notes, then we're just using that first finger to slide up to F and then plucking the E flat on the G string. Again, A flat, F, E flat. That takes some discipline there to not put those ghost notes in there. All right, so there it is. That's about all there is to that track. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that that's all there is to the track. That is my interpretation. Anytime I do a bass tutorial, I got to do it with the basses that I own and the way that I hear it. And one of these days, you'd think as long as I've been in these kinds of environments, I would know better than to have all this spaghetti wrapped around my feet. How do you guys like the new angles as well? With the, I switch lenses. So we got a wider angle this way and a close-up version that way, so you can see the bass a little better. Let me know how you think about that, how you feel about that, and yeah, I appreciate you coming through on this Friday the 13th in the afternoon. Go do your chores. I'm about to go do mine. It ain't rocket science, it's pocket science. Peace. Catch you next time.